Welcome to the No Bull Critique. I'm Steve.
I'm Sam.
I'm Moose.
And tonight we are bringing you to Grail or Fail. And what we have in front of us today is the Whiskey Grail. It's a charred white oak cup known for taking the bite out of high proof pours. What we're interested in is what this cup is going to do to whatever we pour into it, because it has a tendency to play with them flavors. And then next to it, Moose, what do we got?
We have the wonderful DIAMAS. It's known for taking a lot of that high proof off of the nose and making it very drinkable, and we're using that for the constant so we can tell the difference of what the Grail does to it versus neat.
All right. And what we have for the pour today is something really special. This is Citygate Spirit Pineapple Rum. It's from St. Augustine, Florida. So it's something Sammy brought back from her vacation a couple of years ago to Florida. Now, we're going to pour a little bit in the Grail, a little bit in the DIAMAS. So we have our control. We're going to see what this rum does in the Whiskey Grail. All right. And if you want to nose that.
I still get pineapple, but it's a lot more muted.
It is more muted.
But
It is interesting that this one is actually strong enough in its smell that the Whiskey Grail isn't eaten at all.
Yes.
That is something we've noticed with the Whiskey Grail. It tends to kill the nose, but it does some really interesting things to the palate.
That it does.
All right. Sláinte. Okay.
Ooh.
It almost feels like we added like a bitter, almost like not quite coffee, but in the realm of coffee note to the back of it.
Kind of like that.
That bitterness is coming from the oak, the tannin flavor, but with the sweetness of it and the pineapple, it almost kind of feels like
almost like a little peppery spice almost.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
I think it's good.
I think so, but for me and my taste buds, I'm going to say neat is better than the Grail on this one.
I'm going to agree with you. I think that the neat is better.
The neat is better.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still great out of the Grail, but for my taste buds,
Yeah.
I prefer the
Okay,
neat.
so
The Grail took some of that bite away.
It did.
the Grail took some bite away, and it added like a weird, not weird, but it added a intriguing bitter note. I almost wish that it played a little bit more in the direction of coffee, because somehow I think coffee with this, now after tasting that, it doesn't sound like it would work, but after that bitter note, I'm starting to think it would.
Or if you did like a latte or espresso with all them flavors, you could use it as a flavor for it.
Something like that. It could work like that, but okay, I'm going to agree with y'all, at least in my opinion. While it's not a big fail, this one is going to be a to fail for me. It's not a to Grail.
Yeah.
No.
The Grail did something interesting to it. It just didn't do something interesting enough to keep me here.
If you happen to have one of these Whiskey Grails, it's definitely worth a try. I would not recommend it being the go-to pour for this.
No.
It was interesting though. For me, rating, it comes back to it comes lower than the initial. I'd have to give it a 3, 2. Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
I think it takes it down about a quarter for me, so about like 3.75.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to be on page with you. I'm going dead middle of the road with the 3 on this one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it was still interesting. I'm not saying it was a bad pour, but I definitely enjoyed it neat and whipped way better.
Yeah, whipped was the best.
Whipped was the best.
I would absolutely recommend.
That's really surprising. All right, so with that said, the most important thing, drink responsibly.
Sip safe.
And don't drink and drive.
And to finish it off, Moose,
We have been
the No Bull Critique.